Community TV with Adaire on mytimetv.live. Oh my God, what a fun morning we've had trying to get things up and running. I've been helping Linda over at Lavali with her social media technical challenges, and we've just had half an hour of messing around, feeling a bit like fumbling around in the dark here, trying to get things coordinated and all the moving parts fitting together for today's Community TV with Adaire. Community TV with Adaire is community TV. It's TV for you by TV from me, and this is where I bring you all sorts of goodies and information and people, well, mainly people who will bring you goodies and information about things that are going to enhance your life. Now, this could be anything from gardening to meditation, yoga, card reading, tarot card reading. Today, Linda is saying that Facebook is hitting everyone. It totally is this morning. You would not, anyway, you would believe what's been happening. And Joanne's here as well. Hi, Joanne. Lovely to see you. Today, we are bringing you, I'm bringing you, Community TV with Adaire is bringing you the lovely Vesna Cavic. I think I pronounced her name correctly. Now, Vesna, because I've had some issues with technology, I'm actually going to read her bio from my phone. This is what you call this is a workaround. This is what you call live broadcasting at its finest, where we figure out how to do it, how to do the undoable, or the impossible, and we just make it work, don't we? Now, Linda was yes, Linda's had to restart her show earlier, but we did get to talk to Linda and Miffy about belly dancing. So a shout out to you guys. If you haven't been over to Linda's page, hopefully that will be streaming on mytimetv.live as well. We have to figure that out, and you can have a look at what belly dancing, what goodies belly dancing can do for you. Actually, I wouldn't even mind talking to Miffy myself at some point. Let me introduce Vesna. Vesna's business is based in Adelaide, South Australia. She's often referred to as an encourager, connector, and supporter of soulful and heart-centered women in their pursuit of fun, freedom, fulfillment, and self-expression. In addition to individually styling everyday women, Vesna runs styling workshops and regularly gives inspirational talks as a public speaker. Not long ago, she felt moved to write her first book, Dear Confidence. Her intention with this book is to inspire and encourage women to strengthen their confidence muscle, standing tall and shining bright. This is brilliant. I want to speak to you in person, Vesna. Hey.
Let's do it.
Bing. Hello. How are you going?
I'm fantastic. Thank you, Adaire, for having me here today.
It's so cool to finally be here, and all the stars have aligned, and we're actually freaking doing this.
We are here, connected.
I was saying to Linda this morning, who's just down here going to check the cross-posting, because we have a collaborative effort on My Time TV where we have amazing people sharing their skills and knowledge and resources using their own shows as well. So so this is Linda's saying she loves it, the confidence muscle.
I'll talk about that.
It is absolutely the a collaborative approach where we all share and we all win. So I love what you're about. So I was saying something else, but that's escaped me. So I'm going to come right back and ask you, Vesna, is that how you pronounce your name correctly? Is it Vesna or Vesna?
Vesna, perfect.
Vesna, yep, lovely. Okay, that's one down for me.
You got it.
So just share a little bit about how you got to be sitting here talking to me today. So how did you get to this point? What brought you here?
It's a long story, but I'll make it short.
Okay.
So I'm originally from Argentina there, and I have been in Adelaide for the last nearly 17 years. And as a young girl, I used to love going to one of my favorite places, which was my cousin's workshop. So she's a fashion designer. And that was my favorite place to go. And I remember looking at the hair and, you know, playing with fabrics and textures and colors. So that's what I envisioned back as such a young girl, something that I wanted to do. But, you know, life took me on a different path, and it wasn't until nearly 7 years ago when I decided to follow my passion. So I didn't have the clarity, but I thought I'm just going to start working in a place which will bring me close to fashion and clothing. So I started to work in a shop, and it was back in the fitting rooms when I started to help women to put an outfit together, choose colors, mix and match, and choosing those garments that flatter their body shape, when I found like, oh, this is fun and it comes naturally.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how the journey started.
Two things that you said that really, really resonated with me. And one was this is fun, and two is this comes naturally. That is, I think they're the magic ingredients for somebody to be able to deliver the best service or provide the best advice, because it is something. Linda's saying, love stories of women following their passion. So important that we listen to our hearts and bring all of our beautiful selves out to shine. This is so, I get goosebumps when we talk to people in the community about what we're doing, and about how particularly women are helping each other, empowering each other, and supporting each other and holding each other up to just really shine. And I think one of the other things that you said, Vesna, was about finding things that are flattering for them. Now, this is a bit more on the practical side as well, because what we do, I think, very well, if we're in that space, is emotionally support each other to really, you know, sort of not fall too far. But when we're in that space where, you know, like for me, I've, you know, sort of put on about 20 kilos in the last 12 months, and it really great, but I'm going to be, you know, sort of, I go, well, here's my next challenge. That's not part of what you do. But what I do now is I'm looking around going, like, I've cleaned out my wardrobe, and I'm getting clothes now that that fit me now, instead of trying to squeeze into the little ones. I'm actually not honouring myself very well with it at all, because I'm just going and getting cheap ones, because I'm going, they're not going to be around for too long. No, I didn't mean this to be a counselling session, but I'm just sharing with you because there may be others that have a similar issue. And so I guess using my experience to try and strengthen the confidence muscle in terms of finding stuff that looks good for where you're at right now is probably part of honouring yourself.
Yes.
I'm making stuff up. Did you?
No, love it. Love it what you said, because so many of us, so many women want to wait to have that, you know, the ideal wardrobe, those beautiful quality pieces, till they get there, till they reach that certain weight or certain body. So in the meantime, they are feeling miserable. Yes. So I always say, you know, and we all say that, you know, life happens today. So how we can treat ourselves in an empowering way, so we can start to feel better today and a little bit better tomorrow. And then that's how we build up that confidence.
Yes.
So even if it's just one quality piece that you buy for 2 months, but it's just, you know, great fit, great quality, a color that makes you shine, rather than buying, you know, 10 pieces that, you know, they are just okay. Yeah. They are cheap, okay, but they don't really, you know, make you feel great. So, you know, you are 100% right there.
Yeah. I probably needed to hear that, because I just, Linda's saying she likes this advice. Her wardrobe is full of cheap sales items, and so is mine. I went nuts at Kmart with the $3 tops, and in a size I swore I'd never wear again. So there's some emotional issues that I need to deal with, but I will work on those. But I think in the meantime, and Joanne keeps dropping in. She's saying she comes in. She's down at Victor Harbour, which is all the way, well, you know where Victor Harbour is, the other end of the earth if you're in South Australia, and obviously there's no internet down there. So, Well, I love that the idea of getting something to build their confidence muscle and to something that you can feel good in. Linda's saying my exclusive boutique too, Kmart. So
Yeah, the other thing, can I add something there since we are talking about our wardrobes?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's like when you think about our wardrobe is a place, that space, it's a space that we go there every single day. So if we have a wardrobe full of clothes, we struggle to find things. The colors are a little bit bland, and boring. Things look messy. Are you going to feel inspired? Are you going to feel excited about dressing every day? I don't think so, isn't it? So we could transform that space, our wardrobe, into a really beautiful, sacred, inspiring, fun, colorful, vibrant space. So when we go there every day, we are definitely going to feel different. So it's a relationship and how do we treat that place, which I always say rather than being a dumping space, because that's what we do, a lot of us, we dump things there, we have things that they don't fit us anymore, things that we don't love, things that they still have a tag, but we haven't worn them. So it becomes this dumping space. So how we could transform that space from being like, a place that we don't love into a prime real estate in your house.
That actually, I love that idea, and it's taken me quite some time to move. I've only just cleared out the last probably 20 years worth of clothes because they don't fit me anymore. I kept about 4 things, and then I thought, well, if I'm going to wear larger clothes, I'm going to show them some respect, because I was leaving them on the wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's never ever been my nature to do that, but I was putting them on the floor, and I thought, well, that's because I'm disrespecting them, but that by doing that I'm actually disrespecting myself.
So true.
So I've sort of come to, and it's a slow process. So going through all that, cleaning it out, and there's still more to do. Joanne's saying she doesn't have a wardrobe, just a rack. Very good at it all being in your face. For me, must be beautiful. And Linda's saying, really love that. Open my wardrobe and take ages to decide what to wear, because I really don't like anything that's in there. Wow. So I know if you're saying that that's going to be if we create those spaces as sacred spaces, and I'm doing that with my girl cave as well. I've got like some little candles burning back there and some nice things, and sort of you create that space where it's a really nice place to be. And the idea of doing that in your wardrobe as well, I think I really, really enjoy that.
Yeah, and you have different ways to build that small, versatile, minimalistic wardrobe. I do believe that less is more, because the less we have in our wardrobe, the more we can see, the more space, physical space we see in there, more, physical space, the more space we create here as well. So we know less clutter, physical clutter, less mental clutter. So there are different formulas that you can use to build that minimalistic wardrobe. So in my book, there I have a formula that I use with my clients.
Tell us about your book, Vesna.
Yeah. So that's the book, The Happy Face.
I'm going to put you on solo, and we'll put a little love heart around you. Hold it up. Okay. All right. Now just don't move, because that will make a beautiful shot at some point. Now you can move.
Excellent. So, that happy face, you can recognize it there. That side is black and white. That side is, all the colors there. So that was my journey there. So, for a long time, I looked confident from the outside, but on the inside, I felt like black and white.
Yeah.
I lacked personal power. I didn't like myself. I struggled with my accent for a long time. So accepting who I was. And, you know, that caused a bit of a misalignment with my business, because I was helping women to feel confident. I was looking confident, but didn't feel that way from the inside out. And really, to become a leading woman, a magnetic woman, you want to feel and look confident, outside in, inside out. So I went on that journey of, you know, till I, you know, became who I am today, feeling vibrant and colorful from the inside as well. And that had to do with accepting and loving who I am, understanding that comparing myself with other women wasn't helping me. And of course,
that's a big one. That's a huge one.
Oh, huge. And exactly right.
I think becoming aware of it is the first thing, because often that's how we're conditioned when we grow up. We're actually conditioned to do that comparison, and even all through school, we're compared by grades, we're compared by, you know, how well we do in sports against other people. You know, like, it's not anything to do with our individual unique selves. And so that whole comparison thing is sort of like inbuilt to us, and it really does. And, and when we compare ourselves with the likes of, you know, the people we see on, you know, the movie screens and that, like, we always come up wanting.
So true. So true. And that's,
go on.
Yeah, and that's a big difference between engaging with fashion and engaging with personal style. And that's what I talk about in the book as well, there. So when we want to look like someone else, or, you know, we see something in the windows and we just buy that because we like it on the window, you know, we are not really working on who we are, on our personal style. We are just, you know, playing and doing some fashion in there. But that's the beauty, that when you unleash your personal style, you know, style is about you as a unique person. You have a unique body shape. So what we see in the windows, what we see with fashion trends, is just one body shape. So I wonder why people get frustrated, women get frustrated when they can't find things in the shops.
Yes.
So it's about understanding your body shape. You are unique. So once you know that, you can make those fashion trends work for you, rather than you having to work hard to fit those trends, if that makes sense.
Yes, and Linda said, just notice her profile pic has her and her husband both dressed in black.
Oh, yeah.
Joanne is saying vital personal style. So I think that having your own flair and not trying to jam yourself into other trends, I think that's actually quite liberating, to know that we can do that, and we can, you know, basically use it to our advantage, not be a slave to it.
Oh, yes, it's so liberating. You're right.
Yeah. So in terms of, I just wondered if anyone has any questions for Vesna. I know that you had some information about body types, and I guess I'm sort of going, well, I'm turning into an apple shape from an hourglass. But just does your body shape regardless of how big or small you are?
Yeah, you know, that's such an interesting observation, Adaire, because literally our body shape doesn't change, because your body shape is determined by your bone structure. So your bones, you know, like this is my width, my shoulders width. So yes, and then you have the width of your hips. And by, you know, having a look to the width of your hips and shoulders, we can see if you have a balanced or unbalanced shape. Yeah. So you said that you used to be an hourglass, which is a very balanced shape. And then you feel now that you're more like a pear shape, probably because you have put some weight. And in women, our weight, you know, tends to go there, you know, tummy, sometimes your bust line. Yes. So I understand where you're coming from.
but underneath the shape is still the shape. So,
it's still the shape. Exactly right. Exactly
Joanne
right.
is asking, how do we address when changes happen for us, such as when we lose heaps of weight and get older, etc.?
We lose heaps of weight. Oh, so you mean that was
or put on weight that you don't want. So that's what Joanne, I think, is saying.
I'm assuming that question comes, like I'm thinking about our wardrobe. So if we have, clothes that, they fit us today, and then, months later or years later, we lose or put weight, those items that we have in our wardrobe are no longer going to serve us. I'm assuming the question comes from that side. So I always say to women, when we declutter our wardrobe, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. So, for example, if you have put some weight, but you are on a journey of losing that weight, and you have items there that you absolutely love, and they don't currently fit you, you can take them out of your wardrobe, put them somewhere else in your house in a storage box, and then when you get to that weight, you can bring them back. But the thing is, we don't want to see in our wardrobe those items that we can't fit them right now, because that's like torturing yourself.
Yes, it is, isn't it? I know I've done that for the last 12 months.
But on the other side, it may be a good opportunity for you to refresh your wardrobe, even though those items, in 6 months' time, you will be able to wear them. But maybe this will be a new stage in your life where you can give yourself the opportunity to bring some new quality items in your wardrobe.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good idea. And for me, it worked by saying, okay, so this is where I'm at right now. And like you said, you can only live in the now. So I want to make the most of what's happening right now, even if I'm not entirely happy about what's happening with the amount of extra weight I'm carrying. But then I think, well, in 6 months' time, then if I need new clothes, or when I need new clothes, I'll go out and get new clothes, and I will honour myself as much now as I would then. So, or as I have in the past. So,
and in that meantime, there, in those transition months where you have put some weight, you can buy, 2 to 4 new pieces. So you still want to have something there that will serve your current weight. And you can buy the new clothing with some fabric which has some elasticity and stretch. So, you feel comfortable in them. So pay attention during those months about the fabric, the type of fabric that you invest in. So fabric that will stretch, that will be a good way to, keep you going.
Beautiful. Linda is asking, what advice do you have for people in rural and remote areas whose clothing choices are limited to the big franchises?
Love that question, Linda. Thank you for asking. So my suggestion will be plan and create a shopping list of what needs to be added into your wardrobe. And then you do a trip to, the closest city that you have. But you go to the shops, whether that will take you a few hours of traveling or catching a flight, you go to the shops with lots of purpose, exactly what you need. You have done your pre-plan, research, you have a look to your wardrobe, and you create a shopping list. So you go there to the shops with a shopping list, like what we do at the supermarket. Online shopping is another option, but you do have to feel familiar with the brands that you shop at when you do online, because online you can touch the fabrics, the sizes. We know that sizes vary from brand to brand, so that's another option.
I'd suggest too, if you're shopping online, look for their refund policy.
Yeah, that's a great one. And also,
my sister's in remote Queensland, and she does all of her shopping online. And after the first few hiccups because she's got a big bust, small shoulders, and a small waist, so she's pretty hard to fit. So a few of the things that she bought weren't you know, that she liked weren't fitting her properly. So, but that's something that that she's learned over time, is how to spot something online that's going to fit her perfectly, and look at the measurements properly and the refund policy and that type of thing. So, yeah.
Thank you for that, Ina. That's great. Yeah, taking your measurements. That's a great one.
Yeah. So shopping online is sometimes a gamble. Yes.
I agree, Linda. I'm a very tactile person, so I had to touch the fabrics. Because, you know, with fabrics like polyester, you could have a really good quality polyester. You could have like a really cheap plasticky feel polyester. So, and, you know, even if you read the composition of the fabric, sometimes, you know, you don't get what you think you get.
Yeah, Linda's saying, luckily I have 4 daughters. If things don't sit on me properly, they'll usually fit one of my daughters. I have 3 daughters and exactly the same. Joanne said something really interesting, which I'd just like to pick up before we leave, because we're out of time. I know these half-hour shows go really, really fast. She's saying she's having a letting go ceremony with some clothing, as reaffirming that she's lost weight and they are too big. What a quality problem to have when you're looking to do that. Congratulations, Joanne.
Joanne, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And the beautiful thing about what you're going through about right now, Joanne, is that you are letting the flow of energy now in your wardrobe, because you're letting go of those items. So think about the energy, the refresh energy that you're going to have there in that space. So letting go of those items and bringing some new ones, which will bring you joy. So yes, the energy behind the new clothes and the ones you're letting go.
That's beautiful. And I wonder if there's any, just building on for that before we go, I do want to ask you to let people know how you can get in touch, how they can get in touch with you. Do you have a Facebook page?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I can put the page up here. I don't think I had it put up here earlier, but I will put it up here so people can click on the link on your page. And beautiful. You said there might be somewhere they can download something as well.
Yes, that's right. So I'll send you the link of my home page, my website. So there I have a free ebook, and it's all about how to build your, like, declutter your own wardrobe. So I do wardrobe makeovers with women, but you can do your own. So in that ebook, you have the steps to take you there. Beautiful. So that's something that women can download. And also I have a private community page. It's called the Soulful Fashion Movement, doing fashion with soul.
The Soulful, is it that? Hang on.
Soulful Fashion Movement.
Fashion movement. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, I'll get a link for that, and we'll put that above as well. So
excellent. And that's where women can ask questions as well. So that's my place of contribution. Any questions about colors, wardrobe, style?
Beautiful. So we'll put those links. Make sure those links are in the body of the post or down here. Probably up there would be better. So I'll get them and I'll put them in as soon as we're finished here. So you can go over and you can visit Vesna at the Soulful Fashion Movement, or connect with her on Facebook, Vesna Cavic. Sorry, I just extended your name there.
I like it.
Joanne saying gratitude, lovelies, look forward to it. But what we do have to do before we go is we're going to do the love heart thing that I explained earlier.
Yes.
So
right now?
Yeah, so move your head in that way, perfect. And just go the other way a little bit. Just move to, yep, stop. Okay, hang on. All right, there we go. All right, so now we just sit here. Let's smile at the camera for about 5 seconds. And then we can take, that's it. Then we can take a screenshot, and I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to you because it's really cool. It's cool fun.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Vesna. Don't go away. I will talk to you just in a moment. Just you can hop back into the lobby, and I'll just wind up the show. And Linda's saying thank you, and it has been a pleasure. Okay, so that was the amazing Vesna Cavic. She's woo woo. And we actually decided that when we come on, we actually look quite striking, her in the pink and me in the blue, which was really quite cool. And I like the colours. I think they work really well together as well. So catch up with Vesna at the Soulful Fashion. It was here. I did put it up here. And the Soulful Fashion, I'm going to get it wrong. Have a look up here for the link. It's been amazing speaking with Vesna about fashion, and I did get a little bit of my own sort of I think I probably shared a little bit much, but I'm sure that there's some people out there that would go, that's, you know, that's happening to me too, and maybe get some value from that. And also having the opposite problem, like Joanne is losing weight and wanting to refresh her wardrobe as she goes as well, because every day is now and we want to look and feel and our best right now, regardless of what our body size is. And I'm going to actually invite Vesna back again, because I think we haven't started the conversation. So thank you, Vesna. It's Community TV with Adaire. We'll see you next week on mytimetv.live, 2 p.m. Wednesday. Looking forward to it. Bye for now.